everyone, it's Lisa from budgetequestrian.com, and today I'm going to show you how to make a portable saddle rack. I decided to do this because I was tired of having to bring out a saddle stand to set my saddle on or put it on my hitching post that I made before. So I wanted something portable and that would be easy for me to move, and I had the stuff, so I figured I'd make it and share it with you. So the first thing I did was take some leftover landscaping timbers, and then I marked off 24 inches on 2 of them. I marked it 24 inches because my saddle is 18 inches long, the seat size is. I wanted to make sure it would be long enough that I would have room so my saddle wouldn't inadvertently get knocked off of my saddle rack. And then I just took the landscaping timbers and cut them down with my radial arm saw down to 24 inches. And what's nice about this is I didn't have to sand it or anything because I had some leftover carpet pieces that would work perfect for covering the lumber so that I won't get splinters on my saddles. So then I just cut the carpet remnant so that it would go around the landscaping timber, and that way my saddle will be protected and it has a nice soft surface to it, so I'm sure not to hurt my saddle. Because saddles are a really expensive investment, and cutting the leather or getting a splinter in it would not be a good thing, especially when you're getting ready to ride your horse. So all I'm doing is cutting the leftover pieces of carpet that I had so that it will go around the landscaping timber in one piece. Then once I had those cut, then I took one piece of the carpet remnant and put it on the landscaping timber. And then I wanted to make sure it was going to go around it, and it did, so I was happy. And then I just took a staple gun and stapled the carpet to the landscaping timber. I did use longer staples though to make sure that the carpet would stay attached to the landscaping timber. And I did get a little bit crazy with my stapling because I don't want the carpet to come off, and I do want it to be sturdy, and I do want it to last, because I'm going to in the future make like a portable saddle rack stand so that I can have different saddles hanging up on the wall in my tack room. So that was kind of how I got the idea for this, and I've seen other people that have done something similar to this, and I figured why not try it. I had extra wood, I had these carpet remnants, so this is kind of a preview of what I'm going to be putting in my tack room, which I will be sharing with you later on, not anytime soon, because that is a nice springtime project, not in the wintertime. So once I have the carpet all attached onto the landscaping timber, now I'm going to attach a hook on the end of the landscaping timber, because the hook is what's going to hold the saddle rack to where I'm going to attach it. And then I don't know if you noticed, but I also showed you a larger screw eye. That's what I'm going to put on my hitching post, because that is where I'm going to be able to set up my saddle rack when I'm using it outside when I'm tacking up my horse. And then I'm just taking the hook and I'm going to attach it to the part of the landscaping timber that has not been covered by the carpeting. And I took one of the screws, was a 1 5/8 inch decking screw. And then I was thinking I was going to do that again, but I wanted to make sure that it was going to be sturdy enough because I don't want my saddle to fall down. So I went and found a 3-inch decking screw, and I wanted to make sure that it's not going to go all the way through the landscaping timber, which it didn't, thankfully. And I used the 3-inch decking screw on the furthest part away from the hook. And that's what it looks like when it's all done. And then just for good measure, I added some more staples because I don't want the carpet to come off. And this is kind of a test run. We'll see how it goes. So once I had that done, then I went outside and I took my drill with me, and I did drill a hole just to get the screw eye started. And I found a piece of metal that I could use to put the screw eye in, which made it a lot easier. But if you don't have something like that, you can use a screwdriver. So that way you can get the screw eye in nice and tight so that it will not come loose. And it's really hard to do that by hand. That's why it's really helpful to have something to do that. It didn't quite measure up. The saddle rack kind of was at an angle, and I didn't like that. So I found a piece of 2x4 and it just happened to be that size. And so then I just drilled a hole through it, and that was going to be the back end of my saddle rack. And it actually works perfectly. So I was really happy about that. So then I just took another 3-inch long decking screw and screwed the piece of 2x4 onto the landscaping timber. Then I did have to take the screw eye out, let it out a little bit. Otherwise it wouldn't lay flat and flush, and that's what I wanted to do. And that is what it looks like. This is what it is like. And then what's really cool is you can actually turn it, and so then it can just lay flat so it's not in the way. And this is one of my saddles that I wanted to just test out and make sure that this was going to work. And it works perfectly. And I did this and it didn't cost me any money. It was stuff that I had laying around the house. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you soon.